Let's talk about something that you may have never noticed. Think about the last time that you traveled to a city filled with skyscrapers. The tallest buildings are almost always banks and insurance companies, and that's not an accident. Those buildings are just physical proof of who sits at the top of the financial food chain. But the real question is why? You see, every major economy has businesses, workers, and investors, but only a few key players decide who gets paid first. And in any economic system, the ones who get paid first have the most control. And in today's video, you'll find out why. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Adam Coren, founder of The Dividend Dentist. And here on this channel, my goal is to help you achieve true financial independence and time freedom with passive income. So let's get started. So as you can see, the chart on the left shows the payment order of the economy. Workers and operators get paid through wages and profits, but only after the work is done, the risk is taken, and the customer pays. That's why the income reliability for this group is often quite low. Now let's compare this to banks and insurance companies. Banks get paid through interest and fees. Their payments are scheduled, automatic, and legally enforceable. Similarly, insurance companies get paid through premiums, meaning they get paid before anything happens and before risk turns into reality. This is why the income reliability for these two groups is high. You see, once you understand who gets paid first, the rest of the economy makes total sense. Now let's talk about why banks are so powerful. Banks don't need to predict which businesses succeed. They just insert themselves into the middle of everyday life. Let me give you a few examples of this. Buying a home creates a mortgage. Buying a car creates a car loan. And starting a business creates debt. Ultimately, all of those things become monthly payments to the bank. Think about it like this. Banks turn human activity into monthly subscriptions. They don't care what you do, only that you keep doing it. And as long as people are doing things, banks get paid. Now let's talk about why insurance companies are even more subtle. Insurance companies don't wait for results. They get paid for selling certainty in an uncertain world. People pay them up front just in case something bad happens. And most of the time, nothing happens. Think about it like this. Insurance companies get paid to hold money and keep promises. They collect premiums, invest that money immediately, and only pay out on occasion. And when they do, it's often quite slowly. Ultimately, they make their money on the time gap between fear and reality. Now that we understand the power behind these two groups, let's talk about how that plays out when the economy crashes. You see, when markets crash, people panic. Businesses struggle, investors sell, and confidence disappears. But contracts don't care. Bank payments are still drafted, insurance premiums are still billed, and contractual agreements are still enforced. Ultimately, when markets crash, fear rises, but payments continue. Now we need to examine the overall pattern that ties all of this together. Banks and insurance companies don't win because they're smarter or better at predicting the future. They win because of where they sit, and that is upstream of effort where they control cash flow, meaning they get paid before outcomes are known. You need to understand that banks and insurance companies aren't reacting to the economy. Rather, the economy is reacting to them. So let's talk about the solution and what this means for investors and entrepreneurs. The goal should be to become like the bank or insurance company. Becoming the bank or insurance company doesn't mean starting one. It means owning income-producing assets, favoring repeatable, contractual cash flow, and letting time, not effort, do the work. You don't need more income. You need ownership of assets that produce income. So in summary, their secret is quite simple. Banks and insurance companies own assets that pay them automatically. And when you own those assets, you stop working inside the economy and start getting paid by it. So if you want to learn more about how to build passive income, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And remember, stop chasing effort and start chasing position. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.